During the playoffs, several outlets reported on the potential for Major League Baseball to expand by adding 2 teams, including a possible drastic realignment of leagues and divisions. MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred has openly pined for expansion, and it seems highly likely, now that a new collective bargaining agreement is in force, that steps toward that end will soon commence, CBS Dayn Perry reported October. MLB will almost certainly add 2 teams, and Montreal, Portland, Charlotte, and Mexico City seem like the leading contenders at this still reasonably early hour. I'll probably write until spring training about expansion, especially radical realignment ideas, which ought to be considered acts of sedition, but my main question is simple: where are all the players going to come from? At the minimum, 2 new franchises requires 50 new Major League players just to fill out an opening day lineup card. Of course, each franchise carries a 40-man roster, to say nothing of multiple levels of minor league teams. Conservatively, we're looking at 250 new jobs. It's great news for the players' union, since no current big leaguers will take a pay cut and minor leaguers are drastically underpaid as it is, so being able to add hundreds to the pool only helps them argue no individual is worth very much. These all are reasonable concerns, but in this space the focus must be narrowed. At present, each of 30 teams plays 162 games. League-wide, that requires pitchers to make 4,860 starts. With today's standards for 5-man rotations, that means 150 pitchers each starting 32 or 33 games. But in 2017, only 29 pitchers made 32 starts or more. That's not even 1 per team. Boston had 3, Toronto, Arizona, Baltimore, Kansas City, San Diego and St. Louis each had 2, while Justin Verlander and Jose Quintana met the benchmark pitching for 2 different teams. In total, 316 pitchers took the hill for at least 1 start in 2017. Of those, 21 made a start for 2 teams, and Jamie Garcia started 27 games spread over 3 teams. Cleveland, Pittsburgh and San Francisco made it the entire year using 7 starters only, but the Reds and Twins used 16 each, and Seattle ran 17 to the bump. The average team used 11.27 starters in 2017. The average pitcher made 15.38 starts. Versatility is crucial these days. 27 people who started 1 game also recorded at least 1 save for the same team. There were 145 pitchers who made 9 starts or less, 35 started only 1, although Adam Will and Dylan Overton started once each for 2 teams. Digging through bullpens is even more overwhelming. Including position players and people playing on multiple teams, there are 858 individual stat lines for pitchers in 2017, 520 hurlers who came in any time after the starter. The average franchise had 28.6 major league pitchers last year, from 20 in Cleveland all the way to 43 in Miami. So with every team already struggling to find 5 reliable starting pitchers, how is it going to work adding 324 starts to the workload, not to mention the other 2,000 or so innings? There were only 59 complete games in 2017, thrown by 45 pitchers. Irvin Santana and Corey Kluber each had 5, and anyone who watched the playoffs understands how even elite relievers can lose their effectiveness seemingly overnight, to say nothing of all the teams scuffling along closer to 500 all summer long. Baseball has expanded in the past, and the road was rocky, but the sport survived. But in 2017, where are we getting more major league players? The best of the best from Cuba and Japan have made their mark over here. Teams invest heavily in international scouting in Central America such that virtually anyone with a big league tool or two gets at least a chance to advance through the minors. There are cities that deserve major league teams. Some that have won already can't support the operation. But diluting an already thin talent pool won't help the game grow and risks further damage to weakened franchises.